I do come down on the convivio side in that I don't usually look back, I look forward.
Yes.
And
it's hit a note with you. And there is a sort of, it does feel like Saudade, and this is not to take anything away from Saudade and the Portuguese love for it and respect of it, but it kind of underplays, doesn't it? The glory that we've discovered here. It's part of the picture, and it's like the other part of the picture is not celebrated as much as the sadness. It's maybe not the best opener. It's like dating, isn't it? It's like you don't come out with that stuff on the first date, do you? Do the upbeat stuff, and then you talk about your Saudade on the second and third date, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and it's I understand its position, its place in the national psyche, but it's a part of the national psyche that has held Portugal back for a century. And it's this fatalism, and I think the north of Europe, we're more trained or attuned to looking forward, to developing, to change, to push. And if you're always looking over your shoulder, thinking, "Oh well, looking back to the bad, or it ain't so bad," I just see it. No, I do. I see it as a negative. I'm only
laughing. I'm only laughing because I agree with you, and
I'm going to state here that a constant harking on Saudade and looking backwards, despite the whole cultural sort of cladding that it has, is not helpful.
Wow, okay. You've gone much further than I dared to in my...
Further than I thought I would myself.
Yes, and it's like I was the sort of fluffer for you to just come in and just blast through with this all out.
No, it is. You can't progress by looking over your shoulder. Learn from what's happened, sure, but don't hark on about the golden age and this, that, and the other, and sit around expecting the government to do stuff for you.
Wow. Okay. Yes. All right. Fair enough. So true, Paul.
There we go. And I know some great Portuguese around here who are in business, who are forward looking. That quite a few have worked abroad and have come back and have that mindset and do really well. They cut through the red tape. They understand how everything works. They've got a distinct advantage, and they just crack on with stuff. And it's such a relief to find people with the attitude. It's all to do with attitude. And it doesn't take long to turn it around. But if people have been brought up in a family, in a mindset of, well, mustn't grumble, it could be worse. It's just, and if you want to do well, go abroad.
Yes. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? That it really is a problem.
It's a vast problem. Fine, go and get some overseas experience. But you look at the kids that we lost in 08, 09, 10, it was like 350,000 young graduates moving abroad. They don't come back. They get married. They get mortgages. They might come back and buy a holiday home or a retirement place, but that asset is lost to the nation forever. Educated at our expense. Through a good university system, and they work in Brussels, Paris, Oslo. Good for them, And
Luxembourg,
and then people say, "Oh, well, there's nothing for them here." Well, I'm sorry, you've got to create your own breaks in life.
Paul, thank you very much for being here this morning. And you're not alone.
You got up early.
You're not alone. You're not alone. And as you say, I think there are many Portuguese people now who support your view as well.
Yeah, I know what it is. I've got to go and get a scaffolding license from the camera in an hour. So
you're girding your loins.
Psyching myself up for the inevitable. It's quite funny. You ask for a license and you fill the dates in, and you just go and do it. And show the GNR the GNR station's around the corner, and then about 3 to 4 weeks later, you get an official bit of paper saying you can put some scaffolding up. Signed by the president, having been brought up in a main council meeting. Yeah, it's just extraordinary. The president's signature. I just want to fix some windows for a couple of days.
You're in a certain mood this morning, I can tell. And it's a sort of mood. It's a sort of,
no bullshit mood. Yeah,
dynamic, loins girded for meeting with the council. And actually, before we move on from the license to put up some scaffolding, just to do a little bit of work on the outside of the house that needs to be brought up in a council meeting and signed off by the president. Do you also get a PSP police officer to guide the traffic around the scaffolding as well?